because of society, we have to work in that field, and when we do, we're shamed for it. It's like so contradicting. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time watching me, hi, I'm Gigi. So I'm sorry I haven't posted anything last week, but this video was supposed to go up last week, but I was suffering from a violent food poisoning. I already talked about it on my Instagram, but I had spoiled expired milk without me knowing it. And girl, like last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I was in bed. I was literally dying, and it was so painful, and every time I would get out of bed it would be to go to the toilet, so I couldn't really film anything, and I was just not able to do it. So I'm back this week. So in today's video I'm gonna be talking about or mentioning 3 transgender stereotypes that need to die. Honestly, I'm so over these stereotypes still being discussed amongst society and people, and still being believed by a lot of people. So the first one I'm going to be debunking, which is one I hear a lot, is transgender people only dress up as the opposite gender, and you know, they're just doing all of that for attention. I hear so many people saying this. First of all, that's really wrong to say. Being trans isn't a costume. It's not playing dress up. I wish it was that easy. A lot of people think that transitioning is only putting on the makeup and putting on the outfits and just trying your best to look like the gender that you identify with, but it's not the end all be all, like the transition. It's honestly, if I had to put it like that, it's honestly like 30% of the whole transition. It's more of a spiritual, emotional, mental transition more than just physical. I don't know, I think for me it was, on the physical side I did change a lot, but on the mental, emotional, spiritual sides, I changed a lot, even more than I changed physically. Saying that trans people are dressing up, as I said, is wrong. We are not really dressing up. We live our lives like that, and we do try to emulate the other, or the gender that we actually identify with. We try to emulate that, and that is part of the transition, but it's not dress up. And saying that we're doing this for attention is a really stupid thing to say, honestly, because trust me, transitioning is not an easy process to go through. I have been going through it for 3-ish years, and I have friends around me that went through it for longer, for shorter, and trust me, no one would choose that path just for attention, because it's not an easy path. If someone really identifies as trans and finds it difficult to live their life with the gender they were assigned at birth, they wouldn't really, no one would choose that life, that experience. No one would ever choose it. Now, another stereotype that I've heard a lot of people talk about and a lot of people assume is that trans people will regret their transition later on in life. And that is, if someone really identifies as trans and really believes this experience or this transition is for them, and they really suffer from gender dysphoria, 99.9% of the time they will not regret it. It's the opposite. It's the complete opposite. They will life will just change for them. Life will just open up for them. Every single trans person that I know, and myself included, it was honestly the best decision we've ever took to actually start this transition and start living our truth. And are there people that transition and then regret it later and then detransition? Yes, there are a lot of people like that. But honestly and personally, I don't think those people are really trans. A man could be on the more masculine, on the more feminine side, and feel like, okay, since I am more feminine, that means I'm a woman, and that's not true. Some men are more on the feminine side, and some women are more on the masculine side. Gender expression and gender identity are 2 totally different things. And that's why I believe that when someone is thinking of transitioning, they should go to therapy and get professionally diagnosed with gender dysphoria, so that they can actually go on that journey. Now, the third and final stereotype on my list, which is specific to trans women, the first two apply to both trans men and trans women, and it is very controversial, and I've heard most people, when they think of trans women, they think of that, and it is that all trans women work in prostitution / sex work. Now, is there anything wrong with working as a prostitute or as a sex worker? No. But saying that all trans women work in that field is very offensive. It's very weird because of society, trans women have to work in that field. It's not like we are offered like different types of jobs on a golden platter. That's not how it goes. It's like when you transition from male to female, in most parts of the world, finding a job is very hard. And most trans women do resort to prostitution because it's the only thing that's going to pay the bills. So it is true that a lot of trans women work in prostitution, but saying that all trans women work in prostitution is really offensive. And as I said, it's like weird because of society, we have to work in that field, and when we do, we're shamed for it. It's like so contradicting to me and so weird, and it's so crazy to me because every time I talk to someone, once they know that I'm trans, it's like automatically they think of that. They associate trans women with sex work and prostitution. So those were all three stereotypes that I have for you guys in this video. I really hope that in the future those stereotypes are kind of erased from the trans conversation. Like, I hope that when we think of trans people, we don't think of those things automatically. So yeah, all I can do is spread awareness and talk about those things, and I hope you enjoyed this video. But before I leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on to get notified for every new upload. And also don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm only on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitter, and they're all Glammed by Gigi. And I'm mostly active on Instagram and TikTok, so make sure you go follow me there to keep up with me and, you know, see all the behind the scenes and all the content that I'm putting out. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I want to thank you so much for watching it, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Bye.